Welcome back, everybody. 22 minutes after. Divided U.S. Supreme Court overturns a decision made by High Court nominee Judge Sotomayor. What does this mean for the president's pick to sit on the nation's most powerful bench? Bloomberg's Greg Stohr joins us now from the Supreme Court. So, Greg, good afternoon. Now, you had 4 justices dissenting. What was their argument?
Their argument was that, at least in terms of the bottom line, Judge Sotomayor got it right. They said that the city did not violate the rights of these white and one Hispanic firefighter when the city canceled planned promotions in the fire department because not enough blacks had scored well enough to qualify.
Well, let me ask you then, I think everybody's wondering, Greg, what impact is this likely, if any, to have on her confirmation hearings?
It's certainly going to be a subject of debate. It already was even before this decision. One issue that people are going to talk about is this. I said that the dissenting justices agreed with Judge Sotomayor in terms of the bottom line. They did not, however, adopt the same reasoning. They said that instead of focusing on whether the city acted in good faith, they should have looked at whether the city had evidence that it might have been sued by black firefighters. So you're going to hear conservatives saying that actually this wasn't a 5-4 decision. It was a 9-0 decision against Judge Sotomayor's reasoning.
All right, so interesting. So, Greg, what impact is this likely, to have on employers for the future? Was there any guidance given here?
There's certainly a question. Employers were concerned about this case. They were concerned they would have less flexibility when they are confronted with a situation like this where they have a test or some other employment device that on its face seems to discriminate against minorities, at least in terms of the end result. They were concerned that they would lose flexibility if the court ruled the way it did today.
All right. Now, in another ruling, the High Court, Greg, said that states can enforce lending laws against banks. Talk to me about the potential for a ripple effect here, if you could.
This stems from an investigation begun when Eliot Spitzer was the Attorney General of New York, looking into a number of national banks and whether they violated fair lending laws. The Supreme Court today said that the states can enforce their own fair lending laws, even against banks that are chartered by the federal government and regulated by the OCC.
All right. Now, and this is it? This wraps up the term, Greg?
This does wrap up the term, although as a technical matter, the court agreed, did not decide one of its cases involving election spending by corporations. The court is going to hear arguments in that case in September, which is technically still this term. They're going to consider overturning the ban on corporate pre-election spending. That will be a very significant case.
All right, got it. Greg, hey, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Bloomberg's own Greg Stohr.